everyone, it's summertime and summertime means watermelon. Did you know that you can use fruit to make savory, which means kind of salty or spicy or not sweet dishes? Let's try that today with salsa. We can make a watermelon salsa. We can use all the same ingredients we would use for a normal salsa with tomato, but we can switch out the tomatoes for the watermelon. So let's take a look at our food groups. This salsa is going to have two food groups. It's going to have some fruit, and that will be our watermelon, and our lime for lime juice. And it's also going to have some vegetables, and that will be our onion and our garlic, and maybe some sweet or hot pepper, and maybe some cilantro. We're also going to add a dash of salt to kind of counteract the sugar that's in the fruit. And if you want, you can add a little bit of hot sauce too. So what else do we need to make this dish? We also need a bowl and a spoon, a knife or maybe some scissors for some chopping, and we need an adult to help us with a big knife to cut open our watermelon. We could use a strainer for our lime juice, and we could use some measuring cups and spoons, but we don't really need those either. The first thing we have to do is wash our hands. So we're going to get our hands wet, grab soap, suds up, and wash for the time it takes to sing happy birthday twice, and then rinse. The second thing we have to do is wash our fruits and vegetables. So let's get started with our watermelon. Have an adult help you open this watermelon with a big knife. Wow, this one doesn't even have many seeds at all. We're just going to use about a quarter of this watermelon. Let's slice it into some slices that are easy to cut. Now we can use a smaller knife to cut it up into little chunks. We could even use a plastic knife for this. So let's cut the fruit off of the rind. I think I'm going to put in about 2 cups of chopped watermelon, but you don't have to measure it exactly. Now it's time for the onion. We can use a yellow onion, we can use a purple onion, or we can use a green onion. And these are some fresh onions. Here's a purple onion with the top still on, and here's a little green onion, and this is a regular onion. And we're also going to use some garlic. And here's a dry garlic, and here's a fresh garlic that just came out of the ground. So all of these different kinds of onions and garlic are in the same plant family. They're all in the allium family. So let's start with our onion. Which one should we use? I think we'll use this one. Let's chop up about 1 or 2 tablespoons of onion, depending on how much you like. I'm just going to estimate, and I think that that looks like about 1 or 2 tablespoons of onion. Now I'm going to add 1 clove of garlic. So once I peel this clove, I'll chop it up very finely. Wait a minute, isn't this sounding just exactly like a tomato salsa recipe? I think it's exactly the same recipe, except it has watermelon instead of tomatoes. So that means we can add a little pepper, maybe a little of a spicier pepper or a sweet pepper, or even just a dash of hot sauce, maybe about a tablespoon or 2. Do you like hot peppers? Do you like jalapenos? There we go. That looks like about 1 or 2 tablespoons of pepper. Okay, we have the onion, the garlic, the pepper. What else? How about some lime juice? That will give it a little bit of zing. So let's cut this lime into little wedges. And then, if it's a lime that has seeds, we can squeeze the juice over a little sieve like this. But this lime doesn't even have seeds, so I can just squeeze it like this. You can put in as much or as little or none at all of lime juice. What else can you use instead of lime juice that has that same acidic flavor? Did you guess lemon juice? You can use lemon juice from a bottle or squeeze fresh lemon juice. Could add a little teeny bit of vinegar to this, but I like lime juice best. It's time for the cilantro. If you like cilantro, you can add as much cilantro as you like. Remember, this is fun to chop up with kitchen scissors, or you can chop it with a knife too. You could add about a 1/4 cup of cilantro, or you could just add a teaspoon or leave it out completely. In the tomato salsa, we did not add salt, but we're going to add a dash of salt to this one because we want to kind of counteract the sweetness in the melon. That will make it taste a little bit more savory. And now we just have to stir it up. This will be such a great taste of summer. You could eat this just like this as a salad, or you could put it on chips or burritos or tacos. I wonder how you like a sweet salsa. What other salsas could you make out of fruit? What if you used a pineapple? That would be really, really good. Or some strawberries. Or what about some strawberries and radishes? Just think of all the different variations you could do to make a salsa out of fruit. You could eat this right away with chips, or you could let it sit for an hour or two and kind of let the flavors all meld together. But I think I'm going to have to try this right away.